And it's also, I'm with Jacqueline Boyd on TV, and Jacqueline's very kindly volunteered. Good morning, Jacqueline. We've had some technical fun this morning. I think you very bravely signed into Skype, and this is the first time you've done anything like this, you were just telling me.
That's correct. A complete utter technophobe, but I've beat that this morning.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And we've gone live, and we possibly just had 1 minute just to say hello, because I can't remember the last time I saw you, Jacqueline. I think it was possibly at a workshop.
It was. I came down to London to see you.
That's right.
In a little cafe bar there.
That's right. We did a live evening, didn't we? It was wonderful. Yeah. So how's things in your neck of the woods at the moment with everything that's going on? How's it affecting you?
Well, I have just totally isolated myself over this last few years. I've been a couch potato. I've been unsociable, and I have never felt my age ever until this last period where I do. I do absolutely now. Yeah, so it's not been good for me. It's been hard.
I don't think you're alone. What you're saying there is exactly what I'm hearing everywhere. And I mean, I'm over in Thailand for now. I want to get back to the UK. It's very much the same here. I'm on my plot of land and it's very beautiful. But I hate to use the word, I am a prisoner here to some degree. I'm restricted what I can do. It's possibly not as restrictive as it is in the UK and particularly in Wales. But things are changing. It's opening up. And I think, are you experiencing more freedoms now in the UK and where you are in St Helens?
Yeah, there's a lot more freedom. And I actually spent not last week, last weekend with my son and grandsons and his wife at the holiday home on Anglesey, Rossnine. So that was like, the first time I'd spent any time with them for like 18 months or more.
Yes. Are you finding that this is valued time alone, or are you not enjoying it as much? Some people are saying they've created a new relationship with themselves and they're almost like hesitant to go back out. Like you said, you feel a bit reclusive, but they've learned to be like that and they've benefited from it. And in fact, they're not going to go out as much as they used to. Or can you not wait to go out?
No, that was the first time really that I'd gone any distance. I totally, thoroughly enjoyed it, even though it was like a very, very wet weekend. I even walked on the beach in the rain.
Nice.
It was great. It was great. Just getting out, and we had a nice meal out, and I didn't feel that panicky that I've felt in the past. I mean, because obviously it was like special, and I just didn't want anything to spoil it.
Exactly. Now you very kindly volunteered. I mean, you're in my Mind Body Spirit group, which is a development group, but I'm doing this mainly for the MrG TV, and it's to allow people who maybe don't consider themselves to be mind, body, spirit, or metaphysical, or in any way in the past being interested in personal development. I think there's such a need now. So I just wanted to, lift the mystery out of hypnosis, meditation, mindfulness, out of body experiences, spiritual practices, healing, tarot, divination, all the things that I know you're fascinated in and I'm fascinated in, and it's our everyday life. But for a lot of people, it's very woo-woo. They don't understand it, that they're a bit maybe scared of it. And I just wanted to reveal it really and share it and show people that it's so simple to get control, and it's so beautiful, in fact, to understand that there's more to life than just what you see. That there's an invisible realm, you could call it an angelic realm, and you've got your mind, and you can make some fantastic experiences for yourself in meditation or hypnosis, and you volunteered. Thank you. You're the second lady that I've had, and we're going to be doing this every week. So what is it in particular that you feel that I can help you with? And we're not going to do anything deep and personal because it's public, but you suggested maybe that you'd like hypnosis for what? What was it you were looking for, Jacqueline?
For anxiety, and I've also been, I'm trying to control panic attacks when they happen. I've been having a lot of those, and I've found them so debilitating.
Okay. And is this something that you've always had, or is this something that recent or more recent with what's going on in the world?
Probably more recent with what's going on, but there have been other things happened in my life, you know, to cause me anxiety.
Okay. How does anxiety work with you? Where does it live in your body, and how do you know you're anxious? What changes?
Well, sometimes I don't even get a trigger, so I don't know the reason. It could be like a thought at the back of my head or something like that, or I could be out for a walk and feel as if I have to go. I have to get back home.
Yes.
And then I cough. I start coughing.
Okay.
And that brings on that I want to be sick. You know, so it's like, and it's been explained to me like the fight or flight syndrome, where your body purges itself.
Correct.
But it knocks me out for days after, because if I'm sick, I don't have an appetite for food. So I've found it like difficult to get my appetite back. And it's just a knock-on effect. It just makes.
How many years is this? How long have you lived with this, Jacqueline?
Might be about 4 or 5 years now.
All those things that you said are very valid. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just, as you say, the fight and flight mechanism, which is there to protect you, is being overzealous. It's protecting you when you don't need to be protected, and in a way, you need to tell your subconscious mind and your autonomic nervous system that's doing this for you that I'm okay. You know, and it's a really good affirmation that I'm okay, I'm safe, because the fight and flight mechanism kicks in to keep us safe. It's a primeval thing when we're cavemen and cave women in the jungle. That if a saber-toothed tiger jumped out, or a dinosaur, we'd look at it and think, I need to run fast. So it would be flight, get out, get away, get safe, get up a tree. But if it was a small threat and you couldn't escape, you'd have to fight. And so your body powers up for fight or flight. And quite often the third F is freeze. A lot of people just freeze, they'll just lock up. There's a lot of people during lockdown have just frozen. A lot of flight, unfortunately, quite a dark subject, turns into suicide, which is ultimate flight. An ultimate fight would be anger, self-harm, argumentative, confrontational, and actually fisticuffs for some people, expressing themselves with road rage, or, you know, losing control at protests and violence and stuff like that. But it's all exactly what you've said. You know, you said, I don't know what it is, but it could be a thought. Well, a thought is a very powerful trigger, and a thought is like a memory, and it can come out of the blue from anywhere. You've got a fantastic computer, loads of memory, lots more storage than your iPad or my laptop or whatever, and you remember everything since the day you were born, and some people say from the minute that you're in the womb. And we get all these memories, and in the moment they just flash through our mind. So it could be triggered from a memory, or it could be an external thing, and quite often it's something that maybe we think, well, why am I upset on this beach? Why am I upset having this lovely cup of coffee in this coffee shop? There's no threat here. But quite often, talking to some of my clients, they might have gone to a funeral, just for an example, and then they've thought, right, we need to get some fresh air. Let's go for a walk on the beach. Let's go and have a coffee somewhere. And subconsciously, you file the bereavement and the loss and the shock of the funeral with the coffee or the beach walk. You put those three things together, and it only takes maybe one of those in a moment of loss of control to trigger the feeling of fear, loss, bereavement, sadness, shock. The mind is very complex and very clever. And so self-mastery is understanding yourself, and it's actually talking kindly to yourself and getting to work your computer, your mind. I mean, we had some fun trying to get your camera on and your your voice working, your sound working on your device, you know, and it took a while. We spend a lot of time trying to work our devices out, how to send emails and upload things and download things, but we don't spend a lot of time working out this supercomputer. And I honestly believe that I'm almost like a human software installer, that I'm installing software, deleting unhelpful software, and getting people to understand the minds. And going back to what I first said, is it's this thing about positive self-talk, telling yourself that I'm okay, I'm safe. And it's also installing a file, which is an app, which you haven't currently got, that you can access in those moments where you don't feel safe or you don't feel comfortable. The vomit response is very common. When you're in fear, and I'm going to swear now, so cover your ears maybe, but people say, I was that frightened I nearly shit myself. Or I weed my pants, or whatever you do. And the reason is it's quite natural, because the body is trying to evacuate anything that is not important. So it empties your stomach, it empties your bowels, so that you don't waste energy digesting that food. And it makes you lighter for the run or lighter for the fight, and you're not wasting energy, so it can divert energy to your muscles for the fight or the run. So it basically resets your body and empties your body, which is why you expel the contents of your stomach. It's very, very common, that vomit response. It's unpleasant. It's unpleasant, and you know, I sorry that you've got that experience. I want to tell you now that that should stop from today. If we can install a file, which is what we're going to do live, it's two parts of the same file. It's A and B. One will create instant physical relaxation, and one will create instant mental relaxation. Then that's a new app. And in the same way now that this is the first time that you've used Skype and you had difficulty and you've mastered it, so next time it will be easier, and next time it will be easier, and next time it will be easier. And in 3 weeks' time, you'll be an expert on Skype. You'll be teaching your friends, go on Skype. You know, it's so easy, but it wasn't to start with. That's what's going to happen with this app we're going to install now. First of all, it's conscious and it's a bit unknown, but with use and repetition, it becomes a known and it becomes automatic, and your subconscious mind will go, oh, I like this. I like this feeling. I like this relaxation in my body. I like this peace of mind. And it will default to it automatically. It will just take over that responsibility. So I would imagine in 3 weeks' time, having done this today, all those concerns, all those worries, all those fears, all those anxieties, those panic attacks will be a thing of the past. That would be good, wouldn't it?
I think that would be fantastic.
And what we'll do, with your permission, is we'll check on you in maybe 2 or 3 weeks' time. Psychologists say it takes 21 days for a new habit pattern of thought and a new habit pattern of behavior to become permanent. So we'll check back in 2 or 3 weeks and see how you're doing. And I really want you to be honest. I always tell my clients and students and anybody, don't tell me what I want to hear, be honest, because I've got lots of tricks up my sleeve, but this is my first port of call. And because it's public, we're not going too deeply into everything. We're not doing analysis or counselling. You know, we're just going to basically stick a plaster on it, because we don't necessarily need to do what's called hypnoanalysis, which is like surgery. I stick plasters on so many people's challenges, and it works. It works. It's something that the mind likes. It makes a massive improvement, and people feel more in control. And then they go, oh my God, I've had this for weeks, months and years. I wish I'd have done this ages ago. What else can I have? What else can I do? You know, so it is powerful. So is there any questions at all, Jacqueline, or are you happy just to go straight into this?
I'm happy to go straight into it, Mike. I mean, I've always benefited from your workshops in the past. I've loved coming to them. I've loved what I've learned. Yeah, I'm open. I'm open.
This is amazingly simple, and it's possible that you've heard or took part in things that are very similar, but because this is one-to-one and it's just for you, we can personalize it in a way that you can choose some anchors, some associations which are personal to you. And because I'm going to give you feedback and support after this session off cam, although it will seem simple to any of our viewers, trust me, anybody that's watching this, this is life-changing stuff. So are you settled? You're comfortable where you are you?
Yeah, I've got my nice flat back chair.
Yes, you have. Now I'm just trying to sort some nice music out here. There we go. Right, okie dokie. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you to go into trance in a very powerful way, really. And I don't want you to do anything because I tell you to do it. I want you to do it because you want to do it. What I tell people is I don't hypnotize anybody. They hypnotize themselves, basically. I'm facilitating it. I want you to imagine, if you like, that I'm your driving instructor. And the driving instructor never drove the car and said, do this, do that. You drove the car. He sat at the side and you followed his instructions. If you follow my instructions, you will go into a beautiful state of trance. What I want you to do, are you looking at an iPad now?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't particularly look at me. I want you to look at the top right-hand corner of the iPad. Just, it's a frame, isn't it? It's like a rectangle. Just concentrate on that corner. And in a moment, I'm going to get you to take 3 breaths. But all I want you to do is to stare at that without moving a muscle. Just concentrate on that corner. Stare at it. Allow yourself to be comfortable and relaxed. And now I want you to take a deep breath in. Just take a deep breath in. Hold this breath, staring at that iPad without moving a muscle. Hold the breath. Hold the breath. Let the tension increase. And then when you want to let the tension go, I want you to close your eyes, breathe out, and think the word relax. So keep your eyes closed and notice how good you feel. That's your first command, relax. And so you're telling your mind that you're taking over. You're becoming the controller and you're doing great. In a moment, I'm going to have you open your eyes. I want you to concentrate again on that corner of the iPad and take your second deep breath. Do that whenever you're ready, Jacqueline. Open your eyes, fill up your lungs with air as if you're inflating a balloon in your chest. And then hold that breath in. Feel that balloon expanded between your armpits. Enjoy the tension, you've created it. Hold the breath, and when you want to let the breath go, close your eyes, breathe out, and think the word relax. With your eyes closed now, as you think the word relax, I want you to imagine that you're looking at the word relax in white chalk on a blackboard. R-E-L-A-X. This is the only question that I'm going to ask you. Are you able to see that relax white chalk on a blackboard?
Yeah, I can see it quite clearly.
Wonderful. You're an excellent visualizer. That's really good. So you've told yourself to relax twice, and your body and mind wants to relax, so it will follow those commands that you've given it. And now we'll give it a third command. So open your eyes, concentrate on that spot in the corner of the iPad frame, breathe in, fill up your lungs with air, and you know what to do, Jackie. Hold the breath, hold the breath, hold the breath. Let the tension build up in your chest. Hold the breath for as long as you can, but without it getting uncomfortable. And when it starts to get uncomfortable, close your eyes, breathe out. Think the word relax. And see the word relax, white chalk on a blackboard. And relax, Jackie, relax. Relax, relax. And now that your eyes are closed, I'd like you to keep them closed until I tell you to open them. You can always open your eyes, you're in control, but for best effect, you'll see everything that I'm describing on the cinema screen of your mind exactly as I describe it. Everything that I say you'll see for your own good. Everything that I say you'll feel exactly as I describe it for your own good. As I talk directly to your subconscious mind, where lasting changes can be made. Now in a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 down to 1. And with every number that you hear, you're going to go deeper and deeper into a beautiful state of relaxation. 10, going down. 9, deeper and deeper. 8, more and more relaxed. 7, that's right, you're doing great. 6, down, down, deeper and deeper down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And from now until the end of the session, you'll allow yourself to relax more and more for your own good. We're going to relax your body by numbers. And at the end of that physical relaxation, we're going to anchor that feeling. And for this process to work even better, I want you to imagine yourself now in the most comfortable place that you can be. Even though you're sat in your room on your chair, you can put yourself in your imagination anywhere that you want to be. Choose a place, create it in your mind's eye, and see it through your eyes as if you're there. Feel it in your body as if you're there. Pretend that you're there. And then send a message on the count of 3 to everything below your waist. The number 3 represents physical relaxation of everything below your waist. Your toes, your heels, the balls of your feet, your arches, the tops of your feet, your ankles, your shins, your calves, your knees, the backs of your knees, your thighs, your buttocks. Everything below your waist relaxes on 3. 3. There it is. The number 3 represents relaxation, physical relaxation of everything below your waist. I want you to tell your legs to go to sleep in your mind. Go to sleep, legs. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, legs. Go to sleep. Visualize in that special place that you've created the muscles in your legs loosening and lengthening, relaxing and easing off. Your legs feel as heavy as lead. It's a beautiful feeling of relaxation that spreads and deepens and grows and flows, and it's all anchored with the number 3. 3 allows your legs to relax and your legs go to sleep. On 2, everything above your waist relaxes. That's your body. 3's your legs, 2's your body, front of your body, your stomach, your chest, your throat, your shoulders, down both arms, your hands, your fingers, up your spine line, the muscles in your lower back, your middle back, broad muscles of your shoulders, back of your neck, back of your head, top of your head, all your facial muscles relax on 2. Your arms feel loose, limp and lazy on 2. You're breathing easily on 2. Your heart rate slows down on 2. 2, there it is. Send a message now from your powerful mind into your body, everything above your waist as described, and tell your body to go to sleep. Go to sleep, body. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, body. Go to sleep. 3, and your legs are relaxed. 2, and your body's relaxed. And we'll continue to relax from now until the end of this session. Now, this feeling of physical relaxation in your legs and body, I want you to label, give it a name. It could be the name of the place that you're in your imagination, in your mind. Or you could just give it an emotional name. You could call it tranquility, relaxation. Or you might want to call it your deck chair feeling, if you like sitting on a deck chair on a cruise ship or on a beach somewhere. You could call it your beach feeling. You might enjoy laying in the bath, in a jacuzzi, your jacuzzi feeling. Give it a name, anchor it, and remember that name. Burn that name, that anchor, deep into your subconscious mind, never to be removed. And that name represents 3, relaxation of everything below your waist. 2, relaxation of everything above your waist, your body. 3's your legs, 2's your body. And now you've got an anchor for physical relaxation. We're going to go one step deeper now and relax your mind. And we'll relax your mind by going deeper and deeper as I count down from 5 down to 1. As I count down, you'll feel yourself drifting deeper and deeper down in mental relaxation. Every number that I say, every number that I hear, you'll double your relaxation. And by the time I get to the number 1, you'll be in a deep state of mental relaxation. Total peace. Total peace, not a care in the world. A completely peaceful mind. All those stresses, all those worries, all those fears, all those anxieties, all those problems of days, weeks and months gone by just wiped clean. Just gone. Can't remember them. And you don't want to remember them, and you couldn't remember them even if you wanted to. Just gone as I count from 5 to 1. 5, deeper and deeper. 4, feeling really good now. 3, doubling that relaxation, that peace of mind. 2 and 1, you're there. 1 means you're at one with your mind. You're at one with the world, your life. One with the world and everybody in it. You are the one, the number 1, the most important one. Send a message now from your mind to yourself and tell your mind to be at peace. Be at peace, mind. Be at peace. Go to sleep and relax. And that feeling of peace of mind that you're now experiencing and enjoying now, I want you to give that a colour. Anchor that feeling, that sensation, that experience to a colour. Might be the colour of a peaceful crystal colour. Or maybe the colour that you choose to paint a room where you go to relax. Or the colour of a beautiful flower. It's completely up to you. But again, choose that colour. Remember that colour. Anchor that colour. And allow that colour to be burnt deeply into your subconscious mind, never to be removed, never to be removed. So now you've got a name for physical relaxation, 3 for your legs, 2 for your body, and a colour for peace of mind and oneness. Remember those anchors and notice how good you feel in your body and your mind. because in a moment we're going to test this to make sure that these are working. But for now, on the count of 3, you're going to come back to normal waking consciousness, feeling powerful, feeling in control, feeling peaceful, totally relaxed, feeling good, better than you were before. So 1, just take a deep breath, returning normal breathing, staying calm and relaxed, peaceful in your body, relaxed, clear-minded. 2 and 3, eyes wide open, wide awake. Eyes wide open, Jackie, wide awake, wide awake. Just take a deep breath. Now, it's quite difficult to do that when you know you're being filmed, and also you're sat up quite erect. When people come to me, they're in a nice chair, but I do hypnosis to people in the street as I stood up. So that was extremely, I'm proud of you for doing that. Well done. How do you feel?
I feel as if everything's just drained right out of me. I've never been able to get this relaxed.
Really, I'm pleased for you. Well done, you. You follow those instructions. I've just facilitated it like the driving instructor. So I'm the driving instructor of your mind, and you've just really followed those instructions really well and created that for yourself. So I'm proud. But the beauty of it is, Jackie, is that you've got 2 powerful anchors now. You've got a place name, an environment for your body to be physically relaxed in, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're with. And you've also got a colour for peace of mind. So can I ask you, what's your anchor for physical relaxation?
What? Sorry, say that to me again.
What is the name that you gave, or the place that you go to relax?
I went to the beach.
So it's your beach feeling. Wonderful. And what colour did you choose?
Chose blush pink or rose quartz. That was like coming into my.
That's wonderful. So that's beach and pink or rose quartz. That's wonderful as well. So that would be we didn't set this up before. Well, that would be your rose quartz. That's exactly, yeah. When you're going out now, I would really encourage you to take your rose quartz with you as an anchor. You can have that in your purse or on your person, or maybe get some rose quartz jewelry, which will resonate with you and harmonize and vibrate with you, and will be a constant reminder of how safe you are wherever you are. So what sort of challenges, what sort of things in the past, but not now, what sort of things in the past would have put you into fear? What sort of environments, what sort of situations made you anxious, Jackie?
Well, the thought of going out, socializing again, even with my family.
Really?
I was okay with my son and I was okay with my daughter, but like sort of brothers and sister-in-laws together, and I found it really, really hard. Really hard.
Have you got anything coming up that's a concern to you? Have you got anything coming up?
Well, I've actually got a wedding coming up next weekend that's going to be in Yorkshire. It was supposed to happen just as COVID started. So it's like my cousin's daughter.
What day is that on?
Pardon?
What day, Saturday or Sunday or a weekday?
I'm going on Friday and coming back on Monday.
And the wedding's on the Saturday, is it, yeah?
The wedding is actually on the Sunday.
Oh, lovely. Who are you going with?
I'm going to go with my cousin and her husband, and we're actually going on the train because I haven't driven a car for 18 months or more.
Okay. And how are you feeling about it before this session?
I had started to get wobbly,
Okay.
but because I didn't want to let them down, because it's only a small group and it's not, I just did not want to let them down. So I've been talking to myself, like, you can do this, you can do it, so.
My favourite affirmation. Well done. You can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
But yeah, it does like, I know I can do it. I'm determined to do it. And I've been doing like breathing exercises as well, which sometimes keeps it does keep the anxiety down.
Massively. If you can get your breath rhythm with the pattern of relaxation, you're feeding back into your neurology and your psychology, and you'll calm your metabolism down, because when you get anxious, you create that, which we don't want to talk about, that vomit response, which is a thing of the past now, but you've got to remember, Jackie, that you've got this. A lot of people, to do something like this, and I know you won't, but I'm just saying this for the viewers, that they do a process and then go back to normal. It's like going to counselling, making agreements with the facilitator, and then going back into an argument or getting angry on the way home because the bus is late or the taxi's not turned up or something goes wrong, and it basically undoes all the good work. Now, you can go up and down, but what you've got to remember is you've now got a new mental and emotional muscle, and you've got to exercise it for 21 days. Consciously remember that you've got 2 key trigger words of beach and rose quartz or pink, and that those are your go-to techniques. It sounds so simple, but you've got those installed in your mind now, and if you forget them, they'll wither and atrophy and die, but you've got to exercise them. It's rather like you'll say the word and it's got to find the file, and there'll be a bit of a time delay before the effect kicks in. But the more often you do it, those synapses grow, and the file will grow towards the speech and the word and the intention, and the word will find the file. So you collapse in time, and you'll create an instant miracle where in the past, maybe if you were nervous, you had to have a drink, or you had to do something, you had to be distracted, or whatever. This is your go-to technique, and the more you use it, you'll default to this automatically. Now, get yourself a glass of water. I know you've got some water there. Quite often when you relax, cheers.
Cheers.
You tell me it is water. I trust you that.
It is, I can promise you. I might have thought about putting a gin and tonic in, but I didn't.
No, well done. You can have that later. Congratulate yourself for doing this live, which I'm really grateful for. So we're going to go into trance again, and what we're going to do is we're going to create what's called a future projection. We're going to test that this is working. So what we're going to do is I want you to imagine now that we're going on a journey, and we're going to go to this wedding in your mind in a minute. And in the past, you've already said you were wobbly. What other symptoms would you have had before?
I might have started, if I got so anxious that I couldn't control it, or if it just came to me like that, I'd find myself, coughing and retching, not actually being sick, but
that gag response.
Yeah, I'd have to calm myself right down. That's when I, before it could go out of control.
Well, I don't need to hypnotize you now because you've already got the anchors. So close your eyes for me, Jackie. Okay, so with your eyes closed now, I want you instantly to put yourself back into that, on that beach in Jamaica. Just take a deep breath. Hold that breath. Hold that breath. And this time, as you breathe out and let the tension go, I just want you in your mind, or you can say it out loud, but in your mind, just think the word beach. Beach, beach. And you've created the file in your mind. You know what it feels like to be on the beach. You've been on the beach in reality, and you've visualized it in this session. So get that feeling back and feel that you're on that beach. Hear everything that you'd hear on that beach. See everything on the cinema screen of your mind behind your closed eyes that you'd see on that beach, and absorb that vibration of the beach and feel good. And now with your eyes closed, take another deep breath. Hold the breath, hold the breath, hold the breath. And as you breathe out, think the word pink or rose quartz. For the rest of this session now, you'll go deeper and deeper. And I want you to imagine that around you is a bubble of pink and rose quartz. The colour, the vibration, the hue, the experience. You're in a living crystal. And you're breathing it in and breathing it out. Allow it to flood through your body and mind. Your legs are relaxed on 3. Your body's relaxed on 2. You've created that really well. And with that colour now, your mind's relaxed. You're feeling peaceful. And I want you to project onto the cinema screen of your mind. See yourself preparing to go to this wedding with no fear. No fear, no tension, no anxiety, no apprehensions, no worries, no doubts. The perfect you, super you. Breathing easily, breathing evenly, clear-minded, focused, clarity, integrity, dignity, looking beautiful, poised, ready to go. The best you that you can see. And you're with your family, your colleagues, your friends that you're going with. You're on the journey and you're ready to go. You're a winner. You've got everything packed and you're ready. You're physically ready. You're mentally ready. You're emotionally ready. Spiritually connected. You're on purpose and you're feeling good. And through the magic of hypnosis, you're there. And you're there and you don't care. You're just there to enjoy yourself. And you do enjoy yourself. Now, I'll stay quiet while you play the scene in your mind. I want you to see yourself confidently socializing. I want you to see yourself happy and smiling, enjoying yourself, drinking, talking, breathing easily, completely relaxed, presenting the best you. No cares in the world, a relaxed body, peaceful mind, in control, having fun. And notice how impressed everybody else is with you. You're not just doing well, you excel. This is the best you. Now, at any time during this future projection, this mental movie that we're creating, that you feel tension arise, if any situations arise subconsciously or from any external trigger where you feel wobbly or you start to become self-conscious and you start to go back into the old you and fear and doubt creeps in, instantly, without hesitation, as an automatic reflex action, you default back to relaxing your legs on 3, relaxing your body on 1, and in your mind, whatever you're doing, whether it's listening to the speeches, watching the happy couple cut the cake, at the social interactions before, during or after the wedding, at the party, or any time at all on your way home, if anything creeps in, you relax your legs, you relax your body, and you relax your mind. You use your anchor. You can say to yourself, beach. You can breathe in, close your eyes and breathe out and say the word beach. Beach is your key trigger word for physical relaxation. Beach is your key trigger word for physical relaxation. When you use your word beach for physical relaxation, it works for you more quickly, more deeply, more easily. You instantly become relaxed on the spot. You breathe easily, you breathe deeply, you feel good, your throat is relaxed, your stomach's relaxed, your lungs are relaxed. Peak physical state with one word, and that word for you is beach. And if you start to worry in your mind or negative thoughts or past thoughts come back, you take another deep breath. You hold the breath, and when you breathe out, you think the word pink, rose quartz, and you surround yourself with a magical mist that only you can see because you are living in an imaginary living crystal, a rose quartz crystal. On the train, returning, at the venue of the wedding, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're protected by an invisible shield of the rose quartz, and it gives you peace of mind, and it takes your mind off anything other than enjoying yourself and your own personal power and control, and you feel so good, just like you do now. Just notice how good you feel now. You feel good now, and when you practice this, it works for you more easily, more deeply, and more quickly. You are gaining control. You're in control. Just realize now that this is no longer a dream. This is your new reality. This is the person that you're becoming. This is the person that you are. And you're only 2 breaths away from it. 1 breath to say beach and get physical relaxation, 3 and 2. And another breath to think about that rose quartz and say pink. And when you do that, you'll create peace of mind, oneness. On the count of 1, you'll be at 1 with everybody, yourself, and the whole world. You are the one, the most important one, a new person reborn, because you're using your mind. You're using your mind in new ways, learning new things in new ways, and learning is fun. And all these suggestions have been communicated to every level of your body and mind. And they've now been accepted on every level of your body and mind. So something, Jacqueline, that you thought would be so difficult becomes ridiculously easy using hypnosis. And you've done really well. So on the count of 3, you'll have your eyes wide open, you'll be wide awake, and you'll feel on top of the world. So 1, just bring your breathing back to normal. 2, feeling lighter and brighter. And 3, eyes wide open, wide awake. 3, eyes wide open, wide awake. Just take a deep breath. I think you went deeper that time.
I could feel my mouth wanted to smile, but I was just too relaxed to do it. You know, on certain, on my trigger words that you created. Every time you mention it, I could feel my mouth quivering as though I wanted to smile. So.
Could you see the wedding? Could you see the wedding in your visualization? Could you see it? Yeah.
I was there. I could see my dress that I've picked.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm very pleased for you, Jackie. I know you're going to have a wonderful time, and I know that if you work with this, that it's going to be really powerful and effective for you. I'm proud of you. Now, you know, we've done this live, so, you know, that was to achieve that level of relaxation and honesty on cam. You know, you say you're a nervous person. I think you're extremely brave. I'm chuffed for you. I'm really happy for you. And you know that, well, you're in the groups and everything, but you know that I'm not just going to leave you high and dry with this. You know, any challenges and anything that I can help you with, I'm here, as I am for anybody watching this. But have you enjoyed it?
Oh, thoroughly. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. So there's lots of people out there who will probably doubt and think that maybe we set this up, but just tell them that when was the last time we spoke?
Oh, it must have been about 5 years ago.
Absolutely. I know you're in my groups and we correspond and you like things and you join in with things, but it is about 5 years ago. I've changed a bit. You haven't changed at all. And I'm looking forward really to coming back to the UK to catch up with everybody, all the members of all the groups and everything. I'll speak to you later, Jacqueline, and make sure that you're okay and you've remembered everything. And what I'm going to do for everybody that's volunteered for this, I'm going to send you that as an audio so that you can keep playing it and just do it for 21 days. And I know it will change your life forever. I'm pleased for you.
Would you think I should do it every day or twice a day or, you know?
Well, what I generally say is you want to get it in. Now it is in, it'll work straight away. If you work with this, you possibly never need to listen to it again. There's an IIC principle, people with good imaginations, which you tick that box, good intelligence, you tick that box, and good concentration, you tick that box because you proved that now. And I knew that before we started, but obviously people might have been skeptical watching, but they've just seen you go into deep trance and, you know, you're sat there without any sort of aids to relaxation and you're being filmed. So that was amazing. So you're a brilliant, you know, you've got a great mind. If you apply that mind, you don't actually have to listen to anything again. It's in. And quite often I've got people who have got fear of flying or driving tests or pre-operative, and they'll have one session and they go in brave as you can imagine, and I don't have time to send them an audio. It's instant and it works and they get on with their life. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to gift you with that, because there's other suggestions in that audio which will help you for things that we haven't discussed. And if ever something does happen that sort of like shifts that energy and sort of upsets you, any dynamic, and it can happen, you can just go back and restore this file. It's rather like when you buy a computer and they give you the operating disk just in case you get a virus, and you can reinstall it. And that's basically what I'm doing. You know, if something comes along and it shakes you or it rocks you or it upsets you, and it might be something completely different to this, but you can reinstall it and create some new anchors and keep going. Yeah, you've always got to maintain your mind. You know, you've always got to maintain your mind. You've got to always check in with yourself and make sure that you're doing all right. Because if you listen to all this stuff on television, all this fear, it's no wonder people are not happy. But you've got to almost like switch this off, this programming, which is why television programs are called programs, and do your own programming, which is what you've experienced. And how good do you feel?
Feel great. Honestly, I feel great. I just
Wonderful.
I really can't thank you enough. And you know, trust you implicitly, and that's why I did it. You know, because you've given me that confidence before, and I just wanted to feel it again.
Well, you honor me, and thanks very much. I'll speak to you again. And for now, I'm going to stop the recording. So have a wonderful day, and you've earned that gin and tonic later. So enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Take care.
Too.
Bye-bye, Jackie. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.